Tonight, an ongoing KXAN investigation into Austin's 911 system. At 6 o'clock, we first told you how some leaders say the city system is 2 years away from a full-blown staffing crisis. A new draft police report shows how it could affect your wait time during an emergency call.
It comes after our digging revealed a controversial experiment approved by police leaders to cut call taker overtime last year, just months before the area's deadly flood. KXAN investigator Robert Maxwell shows it all comes down to funding or the lack of it.
Austin 911, do you need police, fire, or EMS?
The draft report from the police commander who oversees Austin's emergency communications calls these faces the unseen first responders.
They're your first point of contact before fire, ambulance, or police rush to your call.
Over the past 7 months, KXAN tapped into numerous sources inside Austin's 911 call center. We hear with every passing month, the odds of unintended failure stack up. And the draft report echoes that. A growing city means higher call volumes, up nearly 15% since 2007. The number of 911 staff positions has remained flat for a decade and counting. And a practice of mandatory overtime is burning out some staff and forcing others to quit. The yearly cost of that? One version of the report shows bringing on new 911 operators now totals more than $100,000 for background checks, state licensing, training, and support. Those dollars pale compared to swollen budgets for overtime and temporary workers, a cost approaching $1 million this year. The report recommends this coming year hiring as many as 24 frontline and support staff, and as we told one public safety commissioner, with more to follow.
They're asking for the additional staffing to be over a 3-year period. It should be over a 30-second period. You know, the place is in crisis.
This year's hiring proposal equates to nearly 13% of the current call center budget. It's a division starved over the past couple years for any funding bump. In 2013, police brass opted for other priorities, like hiring new forensic technicians. Last month, the chief told us,
I always want everything to be taken care of, but think about what's going on in our community. It's a balance. There isn't an empty pot of money.
A police spokesperson says Art Acevedo has been traveling and has yet to read the draft 911 report, lessening the chance the city manager will include those recommendations in this year's budget. The next budget work session, when council members can ask questions, is a month away.
Now, the City Board of Volunteers that recommends funding for 911, the Public Safety Commission, meets next Monday, June 2nd, and we have confirmed budget items will be on the agenda. I'm Robert Maxwell, KXAN Investigates.
For now, there is that overworked 911 operator at the other end of your emergency call, coping the best they can and sometimes paying the price. KXAN took a closer look, and last year, 3 times the number of staff took the most hours available for personal medical leave than they did the year before. This has been a 7-month-long investigation for KXAN. You can check out our previous coverage on kxan.com. Just search for this story on the homepage. And if you have something you want KXAN to investigate, call our tip line or email us at report@kxan.com.